Ace money the shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick.
Him, dog. I gotta fight to focus on. So I ain't worried about no fucking Gervonta Davis.
It just kills me, man. Like, you hear guys like Adrien Broner. He called the smoke for you, but when you respond to him, it's nothing. And then Gervonta Davis doing the same thing. I don't get these guys, man. One thing I do know about you, Regis, is I see that you want all the smoke, never turn down any competition. As a matter of fact, you was the same one who was upset about you and Maurice Hooker not happening, because we know that would have been a bigger fight with everything that was behind it. Right. So I don't get this dude, Tank Davis, man.
Yeah, bro.
I do believe he's too little for you. I do believe you knock him out. I truly believe you knock him out, because one thing when I look at you, I see you steady up what you're doing in the sport of boxing with Gervonta Tank Davis. Ever since he fought the guy he won the belt from, we ain't seen no movements in him. But with you, we steady see you rise. Even when you fought Josh Taylor, arguably, a lot of people thought you won that fight.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dog. Well, I mean, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really talk about it too much. It's just like, it's pointless. Like giving all the energy to that shit is just pointless on some shit. That's like the main thing with me, is all that shit just be pointless. Dog. I just got on here and I just talked about the shit. Everybody I didn't beef with, the fight never happened, right? The first person was Adrien Granados. That shit didn't happen. Then after that, I think it was Ramirez. That fight didn't happen. Adrien Broner, the fight didn't happen. Maurice Hooker, fight didn't happen. Who else? And now the Tank shit. I think I named somebody else. And now the Tank shit, bro. The fight's not gonna happen, bro. So it's no point even, you know what I'm saying, just doing all this shit, because I know the fight not gonna happen anyway. So, but
why do you think these guys call you out like the way they do, and then they never want to step in the ring with you? Don't you think that's bad for boxing when you steady call somebody out? Because you had numerous guys who it was gonna be a fight but never materialized, and I think that's just a bad look for boxing. Regis, what's your thoughts?
I mean, they know they're not gonna fight me, bro. So of course they gonna call me out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what people do. Like, it's like the fucking, I don't know if you ever had like a little bitty dog or whatever, and they get in front of the door and they looking outside the window, but they barking at all the dogs and cats and shit out there. But once you open that door, them fucking dogs, they gonna run back in the hallway. They running back in the bathroom or something like that. That's the same way with them, bro. These niggas is behind the door. You know what I'm saying? They barking and shit like that. And because they know this fight not gonna happen. They know it. If the fight was gonna happen, if I signed to fight somebody and they know like we're gonna fight, they're not gonna be saying all that, because they know like I'm coming for them, and they know I fuck shit up. They know that, bro. Like, I fucking hurt people, bro. Like, even I got the one loss on my record, which I still think I won, but you saw what I did to fucking Josh Taylor. You saw that shit. So even with that, bro, people know I come to fuck shit up. Like, I come to fuck people up. These dudes, they come into, you know what I'm saying, they come into boxing and all that, pussyfooting and all that, bro. I'm coming to fuck niggas up. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say Tank is, listen, to me, Tank is good, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing about Tank. I can't say nothing bad about Tank. Tank is good. He got a lot of money. He got star power. He got the co-sign from Adrien Broner and Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He got star power and shit like that, but I just think they make weight classes for a reason. They do make weight classes for a reason. Now, he is fighting Barrios. And so, all right, look, this is how the whole thing started, right? The whole thing started like this, because after my fight, I fought on his undercard, right? So the last fight I fought, and Barrios fought after me. So it was supposed to be, the setup was, it was going to be me and Barrios for that belt, right? From what I heard, Barrios said, I cannot make the weight no more. I'm too big. I can't make the weight. I'm going to 147. That's from what I heard. He just said, I cannot make the weight. My body's too big. Now, Barrios is very, very tall. So, it was like, all right, the belt was going to be vacant. Then I was going to try to, get that belt some type of way, right? Now, all of a sudden, he's fighting a fucking 26 pounder, 30 pounder, whatever, for the belt. And so me, I said, somebody put it up there. I commented, I was like, bro, that's some bitch ass shit they did on Barrios' part. I didn't say nothing about Tank, because they ain't got nothing to do with me, right? And him. Or whatever. I was like, man, that's some bitch ass shit that he did or whatever, because he didn't want to fight me, but he gonna fight like a little man or whatever, right? And I understand the business of it. I understand, it's money and business and all that. But for me, it was just some bitch ass shit that happened or whatever, and I didn't like that shit or whatever, you know. And that's I comment on that. And then I think people start saying me versus Tank, and then he said something like that. I'll beat this bum ass nigga or some shit like that. And of course, you know, you can't start with me, and you can't start with me, and I'll be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I got a big ass mouth, so that's how that shit started.
I'm like, but they like to say you will beat this bum ass fighter, right? And we know the fighter never materialized. I just think that's a bad look for the sport of boxing. One thing about you, Regis, you want all the smoke with everybody. That's what I say. Guys like you are the epitome of what boxing should be about. We need guys like you who steady climb the mountain, who steady get on here and say they want this, who we know about that smoke. Guys like Tank, Adrien, Broner, guys like them who steady meowing like Garfield the cat instead of barking and showing action like Beethoven the dog. They are the reason why boxing is falling in quicksand. And that's why I'm just so excited that we got guys like you. Now, forget Tank, why I got you on here. You got a big fight coming up April 17th against Ivan Riddick. I seen you working out today in the gym. I looked on your Instagram. So tell me how training camp been going for that.
Training camp been going good, bro. I just got back. I started in LA, so you know I started out there, did a little stuff out there. Now I'm back in Texas, and you know it's time to really, it's time to really turn up now. That's all. So today was like my first back in like Texas or whatever. But I mean, I kind of been in training camp for this shit for a long time anyway already. I stay in the gym. Everybody know I'm a gym rat, so I stay in the gym anyway, kind of all year round or whatever. So all they had to do is give me a date, and then I just kicked it up. And yeah, that's what happened.
So what do you think after this fight? Because I do believe you're going to go in here, and I think you're going to finish Ivan Riddick. I think it's going to be something serious. And hold up, shout out to my dog Ben from Fight Hype. Ben, that's my dog. I think they got the #1 broadcasting when it comes to boxing. You got to get Rougarou on Fight Hype. We got to talk about this because, when it's on Fight Hype, it go all over the world, you understand me? And we talking to one of the top dogs in boxing too. So what after this, Regis? Because I know boxing ain't the easy sport, and I know that you ain't just supposed to look past an opponent. I understand that. Right. But they just like if we watching a football game, 9 times out of 10, this team supposed to win. That's just how it's supposed to go. So when we look at your fight against Ivan Riddick, we look at you as the winner. I know that's not you
right.
overlooking that fight. This is just me hypothetically speaking. What's after this? Do you think that you will get that rematch in the fight with Ramirez or the win out of Josh Taylor, or what? Do you think you have to move up to 147, have to go after Terrence Crawford, that all these guys up here for some reason are worried about him, and that's the guy who you've been calling out at 140? Like, that's what I'm saying. Man, y'all better put some respect on Regis Prograis' name. You got all these fighters at 147. For some type of reason, they spook about Terrence Crawford. Regis been calling Terrence Crawford out ever since he was at 140. Do you think that's what you're going to have to do to get one of these guys to step in the ring?
I don't know, bro. I mean, listen, you still got to realize it is a business. And so this is how the business go, right? Your manager will call you and they just be like, you fighting this person. So you can say this. And I just think it's fake on the part because dudes go to balking at other people and then they know they're not about to fight them. You know what I'm saying? So if I know I'm not about to fight somebody, I'm not about to go talking shit about nobody. For me, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. That's kind of how I'm built. I'm not about to. It's fake to me. You know what I'm saying? So if you know you're not about to fight somebody, why go talking about them and all that shit? Like with Tank know he not that fight never gonna happen, right? Now Adrien Broner fight, that fight might happen, maybe, probably not, but it might. It's a possibility. It could happen and shit like that, right? So I just but basically how boxing go, your people will call you like, this who you fight next. What you think about this person? You fighting him next and shit like that. And you be like, all right, fuck it, how much I'm gonna get paid, whatever, right? And you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna fight this, I want to fight this one. And they be like, yeah, they might be like, yeah, you want to fight this one, or maybe that's next and shit. So I don't know if people spooked or what, sometimes you might think that, but for me, the bitch shit is when you're not about to fight somebody and you go and saying shit about them. That's the bitch shit for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's the same thing with the analogy I gave you about the little dog. You got a little chihuahua in front of that fucking glass door and they barking at the big dogs, but you open that glass door, the fucking chihuahuas ain't gonna play with that big dog. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but that's the reason. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's hard for me when I look at a fighter like you. You want all the smoke. You is what boxing is about, bro. Like when I look at all these other guys and they talk about the business of boxing. Yeah, we can speak on the business of boxing because you do have to take care of your family. I ain't looking past that. But you is a guy who want all the smoke. And so it's like, it seemed like a contradiction because you a guy who want all the smoke. It's about the business, but you want all the smoke. These other guys, they just think about the business of boxing. Like, you don't have to fight these guys to put yourself in a better position.
Listen, bro, for me, I started boxing late. Let me give you a little history. I started boxing late, bro. So I still watch black and white films, right? Henry Armstrong, Joe Louis, Ray Robinson. That's when they all fought each other. Mike Tyson, and you know what I'm saying, Ali, and that's when the best people fought the best people. Now, these days, it's not like that. The business side is first. So my people, my partner, thanking them, they listening. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know, they kind of like the new school, man. It's about the business side, but my mindset is like, it's about the old school. My bad. So I'm about, like, I'm old school. So I'll fight anybody, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what I was raised off. I wasn't raised on the business, the Floyd, the Floyd shit. Like, I saw an interview with Tyson. Tyson was like, bro, like, most of these dudes is most of these fighters are businessmen. I was raised as a killer. That's the same thing with me, bro. I don't, and sometimes it's a downfall of me. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it is a downfall of me because I'm raised as a fucking killer and not the businessman. And sometimes I do need to be like a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Because I probably be, think about it. Maybe I'll be farther in my career if I thought about it like a businessman. But I don't think about it like that. I think about this shit as being a fucking killer. Like, I fight anybody, bro.
I know, but Regis, that's how you supposed to think. And if you haven't been trying to think like a businessman too, you wouldn't have been in the positions that you are now. So I could say that you have thought like a businessman. It ain't your fault that you was a killer and these other guys out here don't want that smoke with you. I'm not gonna make excuses for these other guys. See, the mind frame that you got, that's what you're supposed to have in boxing, because when you have that type of mind frame that you got, you're gonna get everything that you want, and you ain't gonna leave no stones unturned when your career over with, and you be hoping and the wishing and wishing and the hoping and thinking, oh, I could have did this. Let me shout out the Fight Hype. Y'all make sure y'all get my dog Regis Prograis next, Ben. Holla at my dog Regis next. But look, you was the epitome of boxing. So I ain't really know. I understand what you're saying, Regis, but fuck that. Look, you go out there and fight. You think about the business too, but you go out there and fight, because at the end of the day, Mr. Prograis, fighting the fights that you supposed to fight gonna get you in the position that you supposed to be in, bro.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And we need guys like you in boxing. Look, I know it's a camaraderie. I understand it's a business, Regis. But I look at guys like you. You don't have that attitude. You don't have that mind frame. I mean, you think you don't got that mind frame, but you do. The thing you doing is you just trying to fight the best and do what you got to do. That ain't shucking the ducking or running away. That's why I say, what you gonna do is you gonna have to go up to 147. Like, what is you gonna have to do? Because, like, when I look at, like I say, Regis, man, the boxing public love you, bro. Like, we talk about you, like, and how you as a guy is one of the leaders of the new school and old school generation, and how boxing is supposed to be. And if we don't keep guys like you and give guys like you your credit and big up you and don't let you get on here and defend these guys, I know they camaraderie, they're your brothers and whoopty whoop, but now you doing everything that boxing fans love, bro. Right. You is what boxing is about.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. All right.
So it's like, we don't want to hear no business. Because at the end of the day, businesses don't get handled like you handle business. When you fight the fight, you put yourself in position, Regis.
Yeah.
And that's what you did throughout your whole career. Starting late. A lot of these other guys been fighting since they was 3 years old, 2 years old throwing punches. Yeah. You as a guy starting late. If we gonna look at that, you should be the one making excuses, saying, oh, it's about the business. Oh, I need to fight a little bit of these more fighters because I ain't have as much amateur experience as I could have had because I started late. No, you don't do that. So no, you is what boxing is about, bro. And we need guys like you, fam, to continue the sport like it is, bro. Because you is what's doing it. We don't need guys who cap like Tank Davis. You think we believe in you, Tank? You think your resume stand up to Regis Prograis, bro? You can't even sniff any parts of your resume to his. People try to talk about Tank 24, 23 knockouts. Yeah, it look good, but look at Regis Prograis resume. Look who he fought. Look at that comparison. That's why I say Regis Prograis knock him out. And that ain't me being biased. That's just me telling the truth. You know, one thing about the truth, that's something you can't deny. And like I said, he'll knock him out if he get in the ring. Little Tanky, you little Care Bear, get in the ring with it. You always be yowling like a cat. We need you to bark like a dog. Because like we say, Regis Rougarou Prograis, he always want that work. It's what you were boxing about, bro. And I just want to let you know we appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you for the sport of boxing, bro, because we need fighters like you to carry on, because this is the only way it's going to get better. It's a goddamn shame. UFC been around 30 goddamn years, and they close to boxing like they is. But not with guys like you. Boxing is going to continue to keep UFC under them if we keep guys like you sweating and shit. I'm ready to fight right now, goddammit. It's like, no, Regis, you as real as it gets, bro. Like, on camera and off camera. This Regis Prograis right here is the same Regis Prograis off camera, bro.
Can't be on no fake shit, bro. I'm gonna keep the same energy, brother. Like on, off, or whatever. You know, sometimes I have a little more energy because sometimes I be tired. Like I remember, it be sometimes I might, I'll be around somebody like, man, I'm tired, man. I don't feel like getting to do, you know what I'm saying, none of that shit today. But most of the time,
no, that's the reason why I vibe with you. Because when you talking, you like, man, I had to get the fuck away from LA, bro. Like, that's why I vibe with you. When I see you on these interviews talking that real shit, he say, man, it's just not the same. I get out here, it's just too much to fucking do. I need to get back to the root of the fruit. We don't hear motherfuckers saying shit like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Honesty, brother. That's what it's about. Be honest with your people.
Hey, but look though, check this out. I know it probably ain't gonna, is it gonna be fans? I know it's probably not gonna be fans until
Man, I'm
like
trying
April
to find
17th.
that shit out right now, bro. I'm trying to find that shit out right now. I think some people gonna be there, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't want to speak on nothing I don't really know about. So I don't know yet. So I heard it was
so we gonna have one of them fantastic costumes as you always wear to the ring.
You know, I come out with the Rougarou match. You know how that gotta come. You know what I'm saying? You know how we come out.
Hey, Regis. Hey, champ. I just appreciate you taking this time with me, bro. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking this time with me, bro. Like, real talk. Because, I know you're training for a fight. You're getting ready.